Hey guys, what's going on? It is Aiden or Calvin with another commentary for you guys. I got some more 1v1 gameplay between me and Damien on Cam Troy Sword Pack or whatever, or the custom track pack that Cam, Tom, and Troy made. So, yeah. Uh, it's like I said before, it's a really good pack. These are races from when neither of us had basically played the pack at all, and since they're all courses that aren't in CTGP Revolution, we're all pretty new to them, so you're going to see a lot of newbiness between the two of us, and it was all good fun. I've got one more GP, so I'll probably make another video out of this, like this gameplay. I'm basically sucking my Mario Kart gameplay dry. I've got like so little of it left. So yeah, I gotta make it last as long as possible. Today's commentary, I thought I'd talk about meeting people in the community and meeting people I've met online that I've become friends with through like Skype and forums and things like that. The topic was given to me by a friend named Danny, or Danov as you might know him. We were talking today and he brought up the topic of meeting. I had brought it up a few months ago about coming to England and meeting, and just thought it would be cool, and then he mentioned something about it, and then I was like, oh yeah, that'd be a good topic, so I thought I'd talk about that. And I thought I'd go over the friends who I would like to meet, and why I want to meet them, or why meeting people you meet on the internet is, like, okay. And 'cause I think it gets a bit of a bad rap, and I think that's a mistake, because obviously if you're not careful and you're meeting with people you don't really know at all, that's bad. But these people on Skype that I'd like to meet sometime, these are people I've known for years. I've Skype called with them, I have them on Facebook, I know what they look like, I know who they are, I hear them speak. You know, you become really close with these people, and you learn a lot about them, and you want to meet them and hang out like any normal friend. And the people that have been able to meet people from the community, like I'm a bit jealous. Like that's really cool that they get to do that. I know Eirik went around a lot last summer and met quite a few people, like Broly and Haller. He came to Washington actually, and met Kyle and TK and Nathan and stuff like that. And I've missed out on 2 chances to meet people from the community. Zoom, I was gonna go meet Zoom. I was gonna fly to New York and meet him because my dad had a trip to New York and I was just gonna go with him for like a couple days. But then I had to work 3 days in a row, so it was impossible to go, and that's quite the shame. I was rather disappointed. And another time, a friend of mine, Remedy, was in the area, but I was on vacation at the time, so we couldn't meet up. It was kind of disappointing. But the people like I actually want to go out of my way to meet. Remedy is like a good friend, but I don't think like we're not super close. Well, not obviously, we're not super close, but so I like not gonna go and meet Remedy. I guess like it just happened to be a time where he was in the area and I might have been able to. But like Zoom has been my best friend in the community for a long time, and I have an easy way to get to him, and it really just comes down to the timing of it all. Like I said, I almost got 2 already, and you know, being really good friends with someone, getting to know them so well, it's like you already know them in real life already, and I'm just waiting for some time when I can go and meet him. Like that's probably the most realistic scenario, Zoom. The next one I'd like to meet is Mason, a friend of mine, and he lives in Texas. And, you know, I've known Mason for a while as well. I think I've talked about quite a few of these people on my channel before and had them on for things and stuff like that. But, yeah, Mason's a really good friend, and we laugh a lot, and he tells good jokes. You know, we have good times together. And I think it'd be really cool to go on, like, maybe a road trip to Texas or something, or fly there and meet up with him. And then a third person would be Wisp, who lives in Nevada, and he used to live. Wisp would have been so easy to visit, but he moved. He used to live in Vancouver, BC, which is only about 45 minutes away from me, and I could have just driven up and met Wisp sometime, but he moved about a year and a half ago maybe, and well, went the easy option of just driving up and meeting him. So that's a shame. Rather disappointing actually. But oh well, maybe I'll get down to Nevada sometime. We're all in the U.S. It's not that far of a trip, obviously, so it can happen. The next person would be Rookie, is a good friend of mine. She lives in California, and California is a place I've been to a few times. I missed a chance to meet her like quite a while ago over the summer. It wasn't really realistic, like it was just kind of a thing we laughed about, but like it'd be cool if we could hang out sometime. But the place I went to in California was a little too far away, and but Rookie's a really good friend that just talk to and share things, and it would be cool to meet up with her. The next person would be Danny, or Danov. Like I said, he gave me the idea for this video, and he's someone I've talked to more since like we started playing the game together. Like always been kind of friends, but we started talking more when he joined Team Night, became better friends, and then he started playing League of Legends too, and we talk more and more as of late. And I always talk about going back to England. I used to live there, and it'd be really nice to go and have someone to stay with. And I think of all the like friends I've made online that like live in England, I think Danny would be the best option, and we just talk about things we could go and do, have some fun. And I think it'd be a really interesting experience we've talked about like me meeting all of Danny's friends and just having a good time. And like I said, I haven't been to the UK in ages. I was there as a young kid, so it'd be really nice to experience it again as an older person, be able to appreciate it a lot more. Britain's a place like I've considered living. I can get my British citizenship and passport soon, so that's a possibility. I could even live there, go to school there. So having a friend that I could stay with for a bit while I was there, or just visiting, or trying to find a house to stay in or something else, that'd be really convenient. And Danny's my best option, so I'd really like to go and meet him. What are we on? Sixth person? I think the sixth person is Smash, and Smash is someone I played Mario Kart with a bit. Like we never played like a lot together, but we were in a few clans together, like Team Night, and got to know each other better. And then we started playing Call of Duty a lot together, and more, and I got to know Smash pretty well, and he turned out to be a really cool guy. He knows quite a few of my IRL friends, and he's in Texas too, so maybe like on the way to visit Mason could go hang out with Smash. I think the next people who are also in the UK, like just a few people I'd like to meet are a friend of mine, Kathy, and a friend of mine, Jamie. That'd be really cool to go and meet them while I was in the UK as well. I used to, I talked to them both a lot, just them as individuals. They're good friends of mine. I TT with Jamie as of late quite a bit, and talked to him about time trials, and I talked to Kathy about just random life things, and they've turned into two good friends, and I'd maybe take a trip to visit Kathy and a trip to visit Jamie while I was in the UK or something. Now these last two friends are a bit different. Most of you don't know them probably, as most of you are here for Mario Kart. I met these two people through outside of Mario Kart, but online all the same. And one of them is named Matt, or Sauce Donkey. He's someone I've known for like 3 years now. And he's someone me and my IRL friends met online when we made a clan for Call of Duty. And he just kind of stuck around. We don't talk as much as we used to, but we still have them all on Skype. We still talk sometimes. Had some really good memorable Skype calls. He was also someone I could have met on my trip to California. It just didn't work out. But yeah, the Sauce has been around for a long time. Is turned into one of those people that's practically an IRL friend almost to me. And Sauce would be really cool to meet someday. And then the last person, who is very likely, I'm very likely to meet, is a person named Wyatt that me and my friends met through League of Legends, and we just found him in a match one day. It was completely random, and he he just started talking to us. We're like, this is a cool guy. Let's add him to the League Skype chat that we have. And then we started talking to him more and more, and we all hung out with him. And he's especially like become one of those people that have turned into an IRL friend almost. We'll Skype call with him all night as a group of friends. He'll talk to us, and he's planning on flying out to visit us next summer. So, and staying with a couple of my friends and me, or maybe a week or two, and that'll be awesome. I can't wait for that. So, those are just kind of the list of people I'd like to meet. I'm sorry if I kind of rambled on about this. I didn't really think about this ahead of time or make a list. I had a sort of list, but I deleted it, and I just went, off the top of my head on this one. It's just an important commentary to me because I've made so many good friends in this community that it's really opened up options for me when I travel, and I'm able to maybe stay with a good friend like Danny, for example, or Zoom if I go to New York, or Mason if I go to Texas, or Wisp if I go to Nevada. The list goes on, and that's just really cool. The fact that the internet brought together this game, Mario Kart, brought people together like this, or in this case of Matt and Wyatt, League of Legends and Call of Duty. Just the fact that video games bring people together all across the world, and that's really cool. I think that's one of the coolest things about online gaming. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. I'm keeping the videos coming, and I know you guys are enjoying it from the feedback I've gotten. See you guys later. Peace.